talk about what healing actually means. And when I say that we will talk about what it means, I will talk about what it means from my perspective, what you need to do in order to heal from a toxic relationship and create the desired outcome and a healthy relationship for your future self. So when we leave a toxic relationship, we often feel lost. I felt like I have had a huge wound in my heart that I needed to heal, but I didn't know what to do with it. And I for certainly knew that the solution was not to find another person to heal that wound, because it hadn't been working for me with my previous attempts. So I started to realize, like, this is something I need to do for myself, which is correct. Because we can't expect someone else to make us whole. We need to give that to ourselves to make ourselves whole, even though we didn't receive it in our childhood. So we need to reparent ourselves. We need to become the parents to our inner child that we didn't have when we were growing up. So with that said, what's the first step to healing? I tried so many different methods. I tried spiritual healing. I also certified as a Reiki energy healer. So I did Reiki 1, 2, and 3 because everything is energy. Everything is energy. Your thoughts are energy. Everything you see is energy. Everything you don't see is energy, because that is the whole concept of the world we live in. It consists of energy. And that's essentially what healers are doing. I will talk more about that later on. But first, the first step, which I was starting to talk about, the first step that you need to do is to accept the abuse that happened in a toxic relationship, and you need to forgive yourself. Because if you don't, you can hold a grudge throughout a lifetime towards someone else, and the only person that is suffering from holding that grudge is you, because you will feel angry. You will probably feel a lot of other emotions as well, but you will feel angry towards someone else. You will think about this memory. It will bring up feelings, and you will relive the same abuse over and over and over again. You will never be free from these energetical bounds holding you back. So the first step is to practice acceptance and forgiveness, and there are many ways to do this. There are different tools and different techniques, but you need to do it yourself. No one else can do it for you. The second step is becoming aware of your automatic thoughts that arise from a space of being wounded. And the concept of this is that 80 to 95% of all our habits and everything we do is automatic, which means that it's driven from our subconscious mind, and it has been created through moments of repetition, which means that we don't really involve our brain when we do these things. We wake up and go to the toilet when we wake up in the morning, and maybe we don't realize, how did we get there? Because it was our body taking us there because of repetitive motions. And when I talk about habits and automatic thoughts, in this specific case, I talk about how you act in relationships, how you act when dating someone, how you are attracting emotionally unavailable persons, and why. So you need to become aware of the thoughts, because they arise from you being wounded for some reason, mostly from your childhood. But when you become aware, this is also when you can start to observe yourself also. And that's also when you can start to analyze and implement changes. So when you also need to become aware of the present. As we just talked about, automatic thought is only a learned repetition of our previous experienced moments. So we are just reliving our past over and over again, because we're thinking the same feelings based on our same beliefs that we had probably from our childhood, and we are doing the same thing over and over and over. So to create another outcome, we usually try to change our habits first, And that is usually something that is doomed to fail, whatever habits you're trying to change, because they arise from our thoughts and what we believe. So there needs to be kind of an approach from all of these angles to look into the thoughts we have and our underlying beliefs. If we can look into those and change those, we can create another outcome. We will then also work on implementing new habits that will work for our favor, that will work in favor of our desired result. So this means we will ditch the self-sabotaging behaviors. When we become aware, look into our habits, we will know that, okay, I feel like this now because I'm wounded from this belief or this situation that happened when I was a kid. So this means that I am reacting in this way because I am just reliving the moment from my childhood. And that's actually what we do in our adult relationships if we don't become aware. We just keep on repeating the same patterns that we did in our childhood. And we find persons that will hurt us in the same way and make us feel the same feelings that our caretakers or parents did when we were growing up. Sorry, that's my cat having a little bit of a rant. So what you essentially do when you are healing is to prepare yourself for a future with a better outcome. That is what you want to do. So the essence of this video, my message to you is that you will consciously need to work on improving yourself to become the person you need to become in order to have the relationship you would like to have. You can't just continue to have your old habits and your old thoughts and your old beliefs because they have not been serving you up until now, and you need to become aware and you need to start doing the work. So over to a misconception is because I was doing this, I thought someone else could do this for me. I didn't know. I thought I could go to different healers, spiritual workers to heal my wounds without having to do any conscious work myself. Look, we are all lazy. We are born to be lazy. That's why we have habits. But how much do you want it? That's my question to you. How much do you want to have a healthy relationship? If you want that, you can't just hand this important, big part of your life over to someone else. What happens when you go to a healer? I know friends in my circle that thinks when they are stressed, when they are feeling bad, they can just go and get healing from someone. What happens when you do get healing is that it will release energy that has been stagnated and blocked inside of your body. We do have energy centers throughout your body. The main ones are 7 big chakras in the middle of our body, going through our spine and our head as well. These 7 chakras are often worked on in healing because if you have experienced trauma, if you have experienced some specific event, they will block energy inside your body. So the energy healers will put this energy into motion, and you might get physical sensations from your sessions. When I was doing my first healing session, I cried for 2 hours without no reasons. I wouldn't say without no reason, because healing brings the blocked energy to the surface. If you don't feel, you can't heal. You need to bring your emotions to the surface. You need to feel them. Otherwise, they will be suppressed inside your body. And suppressed energy, stagnant energy, it can manifest in different ways, different diseases, different pains. It can manifest in different ways in different bodies. So you need to release that energy. So you can do that. But if you don't work consciously on your automatic, repetitive behavior, you will be in the same situation. You might feel good if you go to someone healing you. You might feel like you had a release of your suppressed emotions, and you might feel better after that. You might feel worse for a while because you put a lot of energy into flowing inside your body. But if you don't work on your automatic thoughts, behaviors, everything that is automatic, you will be in the same place, going to a healer again, and you will just try to get this blocked energy in flow, but it's not going to solve your problem. So this is a misconception. The truth is that healing methods and spiritual work may help with releasing stagnated energy, just like we talked about. It can aid you in your healing process, bring emotions to the surface, because if you don't feel, you can't heal. But if you don't work consciously on the reasons for this energy stagnating, there's a reason why this energy gets blocked, you will then end up in the same place again. So to summarize, let's go back to the previous page. What you need to do, you need to manifest your healing in the physical world, and you need to do the changes. Acceptance and forgiveness. Practice that. Forgive yourself. Release the emotions. Release the anger. Become aware of your automatic thoughts. If you get angry for something for no reason or upset, ask yourself, why is this happening? What's the reason before that? Do the background work. Become aware of the present. Automatic thought is only repeating itself. Become aware of why you are reacting in these ways. And then implement new habits that will work in favor of your desired results. So if you do the work on 2 and 3, you will know, wait, I'm thinking this way because this happened. Next time this will happen, I will do it in this way instead. So you will consciously change your habits to your better future, for a better outcome, the desired outcome that you would like to have. I hope this clarified around healing, and by all means go and do energy healing if you would like to. Try different alternative healing methods. It may help you, but you also need to put some conscious effort into your own healing journey and change your patterns and behaviors and your underlying core beliefs. I hope that was helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.